so we can get it all done. Welcome back, BBQ Pit UFC 278. This weekend, Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards 2. I wrote a lot of shit down, but I just made 2 videos. This shit's fucking taking a long time to download. I'm going to make this one quick as all get out. Usman 20-1, only been submitted by Jose Caceres, brother of Alex Caceres, in his second professional fight. 15-0 in the UFC, won his title over Woodley in 2019, defended his title twice against Covington, twice against Masvidal, and once against Gilbert Burns. Leon Edwards 19-3-1 pro record. Hasn't lost a fight since he fought Usman. No contest against Bilal Muhammad for a eye poke. And then beat Nate Diaz by decision, but he was rocked in that fight. Could have lost if Nate Diaz would have capitalized. Easy for me, Kamaru Usman. Luke Rockhold, Paulo Costa. A lot of people are going to say this should be easy for Costa. Black belt in jiu-jitsu, same as Rockhold. Former Jungle Fights middleweight champion. 4 straight TKO finishes. Then decisions over Romero and losses back-to-back in his last 2 fights. I think his wins are kind of low end. I would say his biggest wins are Yoel Romero, Johnny Hendricks, Uriah Hall. Uriah Hall, back half his career. Yoel Romero, back half his career. Johnny Hendricks, definitely the back half of his career. The 2 losses he has, Marvin Vettori, Israel Adesanya, both younger guys. Luke Rockhold, not a young guy. Chin made of fucking glass. Gonna get it cracked. Paulo Costa via TKO or knockout, I got. Jose Aldo versus Merab Devashili. Aldo right now, 3-2 in bantamweight. Lost debut to Marlon Moraes, then split decision loss to, or a TKO loss to Petr Yan in his fight right after that. Since then, he's 3-0, beating Marlon Vera, Pedro Munoz, and Rob Font. Merab, black belt in judo, 31 years old, 14-4 professionally. His only loss in the UFC was a submission loss to Ricky Simone. His only submission loss was to Ricky Simone in his professional career. He started his UFC career 0-2, has won 7 straight fights since then, beating guys like Casey Kenny, John Dodson, Cody Stenman, and Marlon Moraes. Former Ring of Combat bantamweight champion. Good grappling, power in his hands. I think Jose Aldo is getting older. I'm going to go Merab on this one too. Marcin Tybura, Alexander Romanov. Romanov at minus 460 is insane. If I was betting, if I was in Vegas, I would smash Tybura plus 370. Although I'm going to pick Romanov at 16-0, 5-0 in the UFC. All he's beaten is Ruick, Martinez, Marcos Rogero, De Lima, Juan Espinito, Jared Van Dier, which is impressive, and then Chase Sherman, which isn't that impressive at all, especially with Romanov's background. Marcin Tybura, though, 22-7. I mean, this guy's fought guys like Sergey Spivak, Maxim Gresham, Ben Rothwell, Greg Hardy, Walt Harris, and then Alexander Volkov in his last fight. He's fought the who's who at heavyweight. Sergey Spivak, huge heavyweight. He beat him. He beat Ben Rothwell, Greg Hardy, who's not in the UFC anymore, and then Walt Harris is not in the UFC anymore. He's also got a win in M1 over Ente Diglia, former M1 heavyweight champion. Black belt in jiu-jitsu, not to be slept on. Height advantage, 3-inch reach advantage. Romanov is a dominant guy, though. He's a guy that he'll take you to the ground. He'll be able to hold you there. He'll be able to beat you up there. Marcin Tybura, good grappler. I don't think he's on the level of Alexander Romanov, which is why I'm picking Alexander Romanov. But standing up, striking, I think it's pretty even. And even grappling, I think it's not night and day. It is very close in the grappling. And I would not be surprised if I seen Marcin Tybura get a submission win or a knockout win over Alexander Romanov, giving him his first defeat. I just, in my brain, my thoughts is going to be that Alexander Romanov is probably going to come out, strike a little bit, get him in the clinch, maybe beat him up in the clinch a little bit, possibly take him down, hold him down, and just, ground and pound, elbows, knees in the clinch. And he's gonna dirty the fight up, and he's gonna beat him up. Tyson Pedro versus Henry Hunsucker. Also going to be on the main event. Pedro minus 740, so I didn't think there was much to look into there. The prelims are Leonardo Santos fighting Jared Gordon. Wu Yanan taking on Lucy Pudilova. Sean Woods will be going up against Luis Saldana. Miranda Maverick is going up against Shayna Young. IAJ Fletcher against Angel Lusa. Francisco Figueroa returns against Amir Albazi. Ayor Khalid will be taking on Jay Pirien. And then finally, Daniel Lacerda will be going up against Victor Almarino. So that'll round that out. Those are my picks, my predictions for the main card. I'll be coming out Thursday and Friday with the full list of picks from my boy Easy E, Ian O'Leary. Until then, stay barbecued. Hope to see you back next Tuesday. Holla.